Hello, Brutal Forecast. Today will be the first interview of the year. We've been trying to interview this legendary fan for a year, and today is the day. First of all, before starting the interview, I'm going to thank my former colleagues, Ana Gonzalez and Kenia Vargas, for their collaborative part in this, since it could not have been the same. So I welcome the legendary peerless Corvus Corax, a band for more than 30 years in activity and more than 20 albums. Thanks for giving us this interview. It's an honor to be here with a cool band like you.
You're welcome, man.
Hello.
It's a pleasure.
So please, our fans, I think, don't know you very well yet. So introduce yourselves and tell what instrument or instruments you play, because our two dear luthiers, Pablo Morales and Tim Gonzalez, will be aware of what you told us, and also many bagpipers.
Yeah. So I'm the singer, Castus, and but also I play the bagpipes, the gaitas, and I play the string instruments. It's a sister, call it sister, and also sometimes the hurdy-gurdy, the biggest hurdy-gurdy in the world. We call it organistrum.
Wow.
And some flutes, and and Norri, he's great.
Yeah, so I'm responsible for all this percussion stuff. You give me some instruments, you can play a rhythm on it. I will do. And yes, and of course, with our new project, side project, Era Metallum, I'm playing the real metal drums as well.
And what type of hurdy-gurdy is to play? Because it's the biggest. How is it's played?
It's normally in we saw in Cantigas the Santa Maria. It's a picture.
Yes, I know about that. I'm looking at Pablo Morales revived some instruments about that.
Yes, and so we bought we built the biggest hurdy-gurdy, and it's like a normal hurdy-gurdy but deeper. And normally it's playing with two monks, but in Era Metallum, Aldo is playing alone. So Aldo also, he's from Mexico. Yeah, you know him, and so he's playing alone the biggest hurdy-gurdy in the world, and he's a champion in that.
Yes.
Wow. More questions. We know the name of the band is Corvus Corax, and the crows are a very intelligent animal that appears in Norse mythology, and also there is a legend in Mexico called the Legend of the Crow Brides. So please tell Brutal Forecast about the history, about the name of the band. How did you decide to name the band like that?
Yeah, first of all, it's very important to make it more specific. The crow is a raven bird, but the Corvus Corax is a real big black raven, you know? So we are not crows, we are ravens.
Yeah.
And the reason for the name is that this guy and one of the other formers of the band were living together with a raven long time ago.
Yeah, and so then when before the politique in East Germany changed, so we leave. We were refugees, and we goes to West Germany and England, and then we think, okay, we need a new name. And so I remember about the little raven, and we think, okay, we will call us Corvus Corax, the raven. So because it's a very mystical bird, and it's and
they are like us.
Yes.
You know, they are cheeky, they are very intelligent, and they're making so much noise. We saw this is the best animal for us, like a totem.
And now we're going to talk about you and the instruments. Why did you choose those instruments, or the instrument you play? Why did you choose that? Well, do you have an artist who inspired you to start playing that instrument?
I started to play the bagpipe when I was 20, but before I was playing the flute and guitar and mandolin, and so I can play many stringed instruments, some banjo also, and some Ukrainian and Russian instruments. So we start very early both to make music, and so but not only medieval music. So we played folk, punk, and metal, and so and then we start to play medieval music, and yeah, we loved that, and we think, okay, maybe this is our future.
Yeah, I think important to add is the Corvus Corax started as kind of street music band, traveling. So the guys are traveling the paths all over Europe, and played on marketplaces. And there are already other musicians, playing flutes, playing the guitar, and playing all that usual stuff. But with bagpipes, always a winner. 30 years ago, definitely.
Yeah.
So with this kind of instruments, all the crowd will come and spend all their money. And so I think, and this is an energy and real inspiration we still are carrying with us.
And let's start to talk about your albums. We are not talk today about all the albums because are a lot. So we'll focus today in the Mask of the Red Death and Hera Metallum. So let's start with the Mask of the Red Death, a very elaborate album sung and narrated in several languages. So how did the idea of making it in several languages come about? And how did you say to do an album about the tale of Edgar Allan Poe?
The thing is, we had here also in Berlin, but in Spain we had the same. We had a lockdown in the Corona time. And so it was forbidden to work, to make music. So, and then we start to stay here in the studio, and we think, what we can do. And then I remember that in my children's time, I was reading a book from Edgar Allan Poe and the Mask of the Red Death. And so this was one of my favorites. And I remember, it's a kind of, it's a little bit like Corona, the pest. And so we made the medieval, a story about a medieval lockdown.
Yes.
and also we don't like the end, because normally in the end, everybody is dead, and we think, okay, we have to write a little bit more, a little bit a crazy story about the minstrels, the joculatores, the people in front of the castle, and then also the monks, the
Geisler, what's the name for this?
Flagellantes.
Yes.
The Flagellantes. And so we wrote a little bit more in the style of Edgar Allan Poe, and so we love to do that, and also to compose music in the style of that in the end of medieval and the beginning of Renaissance time. So we love to do, and also we think it's very interesting for the people to hear it in different languages. So you can hear it in Spanish. Aldo was speaking then. So I'm the German voice, and our friends from France. It's a composer, Alain Simon. He makes in France, and from Ottawa in Russia. He's speaking, but it is not online, but will be soon. And so we have it in Japanese and
English as well. Yes.
English and Finnish and
Finnish. Yes.
Finnish. Our friend from Creator, Sami, he's playing also in Hera Metallum. He's playing the guitar. So, and we asked him, hey, you can speak in Finnish language, and we found a very old translation from the Mask of the Red Death in Finnish, and he said, yes, I like. And so it's a crazy project.
Yeah, and of course, usually when as a band, when the words were sung, then you have the language. It's Latin or Greek or whatever. But in this case, it was really a story for Edgar Allan Poe, and the idea was that kind of everyone on this planet can understand the story, that he can really follow the entire thing, and can enjoy the music we play into this. That was the reason it really tried to do it in most of the languages. We are still waiting for the Klingon idea, so that yeah, but no one was able so far to talk the story in Klingon,
So it was done in 7 languages.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah, but we are not ready. So in the future, maybe we can have more.
We will see.
Wow. So let's talk about the cover. Who designed it? Did you give him any ideas, or did he have a creative freedom?
Yes, yeah, because we have a great artist in the band, Sandro from Mexico. He's a bagpipe player, but also he's a bagpipe maker. So and he's a great painter. And we spoke with him and saying, hey, what we can do. And so we had some ideas. Our photographer Heiko had some ideas, and then Chandro, he paint, as he had pictures, and then he think, okay, I will make it the picture, I will make it crazier. So and that was a crazy artwork, and also is a part of the story, because in the story you have 7 different rooms with 7 different colors, and that is also you can see in the artwork.
Yes. Yeah, we really love it.
Everybody had a color in our band.
And talking about the album, there is COVID, corruption, injustice, poverty, wars between nations, racism, etc. No one escapes from it. They live in every place and go through any wall. Nobody is immune. We live in a time of change. You're Prospero and his guests waiting for the Red Death to come into our lives to affect us and open our eyes to life. But it may be too late. With the mask of a Red Death, what would you be the Red Death of today? What do you exactly that Poe story in these times?
The thing is that in the end of the story, the minstrels come and say, okay, it's not important what is important is you have to dance, you have to drink, like, because I can see that you like to drink beer. And so you have the party, because maybe tomorrow is the end of the world, and never stop to make the party. And that is also the idea from Corvus Corax. Never stop the party.
Yeah, and enjoy your life right now, not in the future, because now in the recent moment, there is the moment to live. And of course, the other cases, in the original story, all the extremely rich people going to this castle, and think they are totally safe. Like in our times right now, the rich people they really went to islands. Everyone was in lockdown, and the rich people went to islands and thought they are totally safe, and then they can have parties there and don't think about the poor people and the usual people. And in the story, they will not survive, but the people outside the castle, like the minstrels,
They can have party.
they are still partying. We kind of like this idea.
And also the monks, the flagellantes, they can have pain, because they have to live with pain, because if they are so religious people, They have to live with the pain.
Yeah, so it is.
And after this complex album, we come to last year in July with the premiere of a great heavy metal album for which you have made a very clear message to enter the environment that is going to get us into the theme of the album. And that is what the Vikings had, electric guitars. This form of metal would probably emerge era Metallum, no?
Mhm.
On this occasion, you have obtained a very warlike cover with elephants that could be reminiscent of the third film of the Lord of the Rings, with the elephants of Hannibal Barca, or with the elephants or with Hannibal Barca and his elephants in the conquest of the peninsula. And there is also a snake that could be Jormungandr, the sea serpent from Norse mythology that haunts Midgard until the day of Ragnarok.
Right.
Did you decide those elements in the cover, or how was it?
Yeah, of course. Yes. So you're totally right. There are these mythologic elements in this. But when you look at the snake very carefully, then you will see it's kind of a Terminator snake. So the thing is, we are taking the real past, like the ancient gods and the past of our history, but mixing it with the future. So because usually we're playing medieval music, and now we mix it with heavy metal, and this is very modern. So our idea was to do this, putting all these elements together and placed it in a time you don't know where it really is. Can be far in the future, where maybe civilization is gone, and then the people are living like in medieval times, but they still have modern elements. So it's kind of a fantasy because in this case, we were totally free to do what we want.
Yeah, the snake is a real Jormungandr Terminator.
Right, right. It's the future of the ancient gods.
And for this album, you have counted with a lot of German heavy metal legends. But to give everyone a little bit of prominence, we're going to talk more or less one by one about them.
Not only Germans.
Yeah,
not only Germans, also some Scottish and Finnish, Icelandic. So it's international.
Okay. I would like you to tell us a little about the history of the songs as we go along.
The history of the songs, the basic idea of this album, Era Metallum, was that since we started with our Zwergler CD, it was the first time that we focused on the northern culture, the northern mythology. And we always had the feeling that even when it's medieval music, it felt a little bit like metal, even if there are no guitars or so. But we always thought, man, we could do a really hard metal version with these songs. And yeah, finally we decided to do just that. And we took our old songs and started to make completely new versions out of it. And yeah, I think well done. And then, yeah, we were hanging around here in this damn lockdown, and we had a lot of time to think about everything. And then we remember we have all these people, friends, or people we met on festivals and from all these metal bands. And in the past, I was playing in a metal band as well. So we had all these connections. And then we started just to ask some of the guys, and the good thing is kind of everyone we asked said, wow, that's a cool idea. I totally want to join your project. And so finally we have all these people on our CD.
To start with one of the first songs, I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce it well. I'm Mebeltain. I think I don't pronounce it well.
Beltane.
Okay.
Yes.
German is not my best.
But this is not German. The language is Celtic.
Oh,
Old Celtic.
Very old Celtic.
worse for me.
Yeah,
I only speak three languages: Spanish, English, and Basque. For now, it's enough.
Yeah, mate, but Basque is really difficult enough, isn't it?
Yes, a lot of people say it's difficult because it doesn't come from Latin, like a lot of languages. That is because people think it's difficult.
So we had one concert in Basque, and then I in the concert I say, "Hey, viva España!" and they say, you can't do that here. You have to say "Viva Basque," and they ask, "But how it is in your language?" I have to do it not in Spanish because if you don't like, and then they can't tell me what is "Viva Basque." So. This was funny, and I told to the people, "Hey, next time, please learn a little bit Basque and tell me what is Viva Basque in your old language. You know what it is? What it means?"
Yes, you can say it like "aupa."
Alpa,
Yes,
not more. Okay.
"aupa," or if you want to say, for example, to a public, for example, it's a Basque public,
Ah,
for example, or Basque people, or the city, for example, Vitoria, main city.
okay.
Viva
Next
Vitoria.
we'll do it.
With Vitoria. It's like Gora Vitoria, for example.
Okay. So we will do it. Was war die Frage jetzt?
Ich war jetzt leider gerade irgendwie.
Ja, he had important for the family.
Ja, das ist irgendwie für unser Video, wie der Bengel heißt. So, okay, sorry, now I'm back again.
Let's continue with the album. You have in your album with the guest Hansi Kurz, the legendary singer of Blind Guardian, adding the main voices to an army of bagpipes in an ideal song to delve into the album. What can you tell us about this song?
About Lambertain, yeah. So first, Hansi Kirsch, I'm really happy that you are singing this song as well. So of course we have the version with our main singer Castus Brastus, but Hansi Kirsch was doing it very cool. It's a choir idea. We really love it, and the story about in the song. Castus can talk.
Yeah. It is here. Lambertain that means the dance in the May. It's a spring song, and it's in April 30 to May 1st. And in that night, you will make a fire. In Germany, we call it Walpurgisnacht. It's when the witches dance. Yeah. But also in the Celtic tradition, they have Beltane night. And this is a song about the tradition Beltane. To say hello spring, and to dance around the fire.
Goodbye winter.
Yeah.
Hello spring. Yes.
You also have Sabina Klassen, the legendary singer of Holy Moses.
Yeah.
One of the first people to sing in a guttural voice, who marks a very powerful and extensive range of voice tones in Ragnarok, in which she combines guttural voice with some agonizing. Tell us about now this song and the collaboration of Sabina.
Yeah, the collaboration was really great. You know, most of our guests, they sent us the vocals, so we don't have a real connection to them because of all this pandemic lockdown stupid idea. But Sabina Klassen was really coming to our place here, and when you listen to her voice, you think, so man, this is a real
Ragnarok.
wow, she's a dangerous woman, you know. Then she
It's a
came,
very impacting first impression, no?
and then it was such a nice person that you thought, wow, she will sing like that. And then he was here, and she was totally nice, kind of cute. And then when we started the recording session, it was really so, whoa! What the hell is coming out of this wife, you know, the woman, you know? Man, it was so, just such an incredible voice, really amazing. So you don't need any effects on it because she really is singing like that. Great.
Yes, amazing. I heard it many times, and it's wow. How can you sing like that? It's incredible.
It is
Yeah,
totally
no, if
incredible.
you hear that, you think, oh, it's a very tall, strong man, and then it's becoming a little cute blonde girl.
Yes, but what a powerful
Yeah,
voice.
yeah. And so we were so happy that she can come to Wacken open air, and we had a concert there, and she was singing with us. You can see it in YouTube. When I sing with her together, Ragnarök.
Oh, that's cool. At Wacken, 2022. Very good.
And another woman who participated in Nera Metallum is a well-known German singer, a legend among legends, the metal queen, Doro Pesch.
Yes.
Roy called the English epic Beowulf is Me Nama
Yes.
in its original language. The musical foundation is a deaf fusion of Norbert, Norri,
Yeah.
plus 190 BPM drumming and Sammy who clever music guitar with backed by powerful male backing vocals. The result, I think, it's an incredible catchy hybrid of speed, melody, and mystical powerful voice of an absolute metal legend. How was it, the collaboration of that big great legend as Doro?
Yeah.
We were with Doro some years ago in China, and we had some concerts together. And so we met and we were speaking, and then I was playing bagpipe in Wacken open air. She asked me, we had also the concert, and then she told us, hey, now you was playing with me. If you have something, ask me, call me. And so we remember, okay, Doro, she invited us to ask her, maybe she can sing Beowulf. And then we were speaking about the song, and for her was not easy to do that, but then she called me to that I can teach her the pronunciation, and she it was great, and she made a great job, and because she's a crazy singer, and also, and then I was looking in YouTube, and I found a video with Sabina and Doro together in Wacken open air, Too Drunk to Fuck. You have to see that the two legends woman, and now we have the two legends in our LP,
Yes.
and with a special, and so we are very proud for that.
Definitely. Yeah, the thing is, when she was, I think she was the first one answered our request to participate to collaborate, and there are all these songs, but she picked the strongest, fastest song of all, and said, "I want to sing that song." And so I thought, "Really, you really want to make Beowulf?" And they said, "Yes." Love it. So it was her decision. She wanted to do especially this song. And you're right, this is very fast. So really, that's real metal.
Norri, in this song, it's told that you put your BPM drumming at 119. What it is special that BPM?
The thing is, yeah, you know, this is long time ago. I was playing in a metal band called Depressive Age. We had played kind of thrash metal, very melodic, also in the 90s. And before I was a huge Slayer fan from the start, you know, from the first. Slayer was the reason that I became a metalhead. Before I thought this all not very interesting. Then Slayer came up and I thought, oh man, what's that? And then this damned Dave Lombardo, he was playing these 190 up to 200 BPM stuff, you know, and I was these times, long time ago, sitting in my practice room and thought, I never can play something like that because it's really too fast. But I trained a lot and now I can do it. But for me, it's for real fast, the fast speed thrash metal. It's perfect, the perfect speed. And when it's faster, you're really, for me, it's kind of missing the power anymore because then it's too fast. And when it's slower, it's more half time then. I really love this this kind of speed, 190 up to 200 BPM. It's really my favorite for really jumping around and headbang and slam dang and bouncing on concerts. Yes.
Next question. In the next song, you have the Iceland opera singer Andy Sala interpreting the bombastic and Vikinga with exceptional results. This triad of female vocalists, all coming from different musical worlds, gives the album, I think, a praiseworthy richness, and for this song, the great vocalist and bassist of Gualtari. I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce it well, so please sorry.
The Castus
yeah. Could not be missing in that wall of choices and battle horse of Gimli, a song with a perfect balance between folk and metal. I thought, let's add everything in a bombastic, and it is overloaded. What can you tell us for this song?
Gimli.
The thing is that when we were here with Sami in the studio and we had our record session, when we played Gimli, so Sami said, that is my favorite song. And yeah, crazy, okay, why? Yeah, because it's so different to the other. It's yeah, I like it more. And then when we think about, okay, which song maybe Kerzi will sing, and then we think, hey, that must be the favorite song because they were playing in one band, and we asked Kerzi, maybe you like this is a favorite song from Sami, and he said, yeah, let's do it.
Yes, and Kerzi is really so I know Valtari really from the beginning and this totally crazy band, and Kerzi is maybe one of the most crazy vocalist I ever met because it's really crazy what he is doing. And so we had no idea what he will do because he is not the typical metal singer. And then when he sent us the stuff, it was really so, oh, really? the first moment when I putting his vocal tracks in our song, I thought so, oh, that's really crazy. Is this too crazy? But then I thought, no, it's perfectly crazy. And really, I love this version a lot.
Yeah.
Especially that he is starting the entire vocals, that he is talking about aliens. What the fuck? He is talking about aliens. But he is like he is.
Wow.
Yes.
And another of the longer songs, Nalamasa, is well pronounced?
Nalamasa.
Okay, Nalamasa.
Yeah.
Petrus Alan Aberville, last singer of Primordial, which is loaded with bagpipes and utterly inspiration, and it's 8 minutes of pre-war reveille. And then in Yggdrasil, you have Philip Biskov from Damnation Defected and Sammy of Creator. What can you tell us about this long song?
Yeah, it is Old Celtic, and no, old. Yeah, we call it. The scientists say is Old Irish, and so he is he's comes from Ireland, and so and he pronounced it modern, and we were so interested in that how he will do it, and he say, okay, I don't will make the same like you, because then it's normal, and so he made it in his own style with it's Irish is a mother language. So for us this was totally crazy to hear his style from Primordial, and
Yes.
and so yeah, we are proud also for this, because it's a real Celtic
Very
barrier.
And the thing is, I think all the guys are our special guests we know before, but in this case it's different. We had this song and no one was singing it, and we thought about it's sad that no one is singing Alarmasa. And so our merchandiser, he knows another merchandiser, and this merchandiser knows Primordial, and because he was working for them, and we are sitting together and said, we need someone, preferably someone from the island who can sing this in this old former language, this old. And then we just wrote him a message. So Alan, now you have this very difficult new name that I really can't pronounce, but in the past it was Alan. And we just sent in a message and said, oh, here is Corvus Corax, and we have this old Celtic song for you, and are you interested? And he was totally freaking out. So that's really such a great idea and an honor, and was yes, it was perfect idea to ask him. And finally, when he sent the stuff, we were really happy about this collaboration, because he did it very, very cool.
Yeah,
Really very empathic man. Yeah, and then we were talking about Yggdrasil, the other song, where Philip was singing. Yes, this is an old friend of us as well, and he was asked. He realized that we are doing this collaboration things, and he asked us if we can sing one song too. And we said, sure, man. Pick one song, and he told us he really loves this Yggdrasil thing.
Yeah, and he will play with their own band. He will play Yggdrasil live in a different style, and we will make a video. And
Yes.
So in some months we will, Norri and me, we will play also in that video.
Yeah, so his bands they're loving this song so much that they're now taking it in their own program, in their own version. Very, very cool.
Wow, a great song.
Yes.
And there are some more artists I want to talk about in their participation in Metallum. Sonia Nubis or Steve Laggett. And I think I'm not forgetting any other, right?
Other guests we have. We have some when we started the project. We are a medieval band. At the beginning, we had no guitarist, we had no bass player, and so. And we have, for the first two songs we recorded, this is Ragnarök and Yggdrasil. We had what's his name? A friend who was playing the bass then for the first two tracks.
Valentin Bass war, wie heißt er hier?
I really have bad name remembering. Here from Face No More, the bass player. Come on. I will tell you later. My brain is really, I have a lot of holes when I'm thinking about names. And then we have more. We always miss someone when we talk about this because we had so many people helping us for this new CD that we will miss some. But so, sorry guys that we miss you. We all love your work.
Yeah, because you told it before. Anders Hadler, she was singing in some songs, in Gärtlerhorny, Gimli, Ragnarök, and maybe I forget. But also she was in Wikinger. Also she had her own version, and she taught me to sing in Old North because she's from Ireland, and Icelandic and Old Norse is similar. So this was great that she can teach me that, and then because she's a great singer also too. Normally she's opera singer or in special shows, but here she is a metalhead.
Bill Gold.
Bill Gold. Yeah.
Yes, of course. The bass player of Face Some More, and Face Some More is a really cool band as well. I really love it. Totally crazy.
Steve Leggett, he had a great idea because he's also one of the live player, the guitar, and he had a great idea for Half-Roop to make it like a little bit
more punky. Yes, more hardcore punk style. That's cool as well.
And
let's talk now about the video clips. First is the time of Sverker. Is of a Sweden king, Sverker I, from the dynasty of his name, that had written to a Danish king a letter for not having a blood war. What can you tell about the history and the video clip of this song?
Sverker was no, war nicht feige. Was not.
He was not afraid to have a fight, but he was very clever. He knows that if you have a fight with two armies, he told them, I'm sure we will not win the war. The Danish king will win, but a lot of Danish people will die as well, because in a war, always a lot of people die. So, and then he said, there will be so much crying.
Yeah. If the knight has the sword in the hand, so many people will cry. And that is a very actualic song, because we have war now. And it's not important that anybody will win, because the many civil people, they will die or they will cry. So war is stupid.
And your other video clip, Ragnarok, with Sabina Klassen, goes about the finish of the Viking world when
the video clip is not with Sabina Klassen. This is only live.
Called the start of Ragnarok, and you have one of the great woman in heavy metal. What you can tell us about that video clip?
The video clip is not with Sabina Klassen, because she only was playing or singing with us live in Wacken Open Air. So this was the wife of the guitar player, was the wife of Sami.
The thing is, you know, when we started the project, we had no idea that there will come up this pandemic thing all over the world, and the Ragnarok, when we produced the video, it was before the pandemic, and we thought that we will in 2020 we will release the CD. So, but then it was not possible, and what I said before, because of the pandemic situation, we had time to think about a lot of new ideas, and then Sabina Klaas was singing later the special version with her own voice, but then the video was already done, you know. Yes. So it's yeah, of course, Ragnarok, you know, the interesting story about the northern mythology is it's not the end of the world. It's just the end of the world, just you know it. There's a song about it.
Yeah, it's the end of the world, but never is the end, because in Nordic mystic history is the Ragnarok is coming, and after Ragnarok, Gimli is coming, and Gimli is the part for the humans.
Yes.
So normally we have to start the concert with Ragnarok
and with Gimli. Yes.
Yeah, and but this is for us is a part of Edda, or a part of Völuspá, the Bible from the mystic north. So, but we think we have to celebrate every time Ragnarok, because the people have to feel scared, because they have made so many stupid things. Maybe we will have Ragnarok, and after Ragnarok,
there's the next game.
The next generation, maybe the rats or the krake or some other animals will be more intelligent than the humans.
Maybe.
And you have a lot of guests in this album. How is it to propose to show it in a concert? How is the preparation?
Yeah, so it would be nice to have all these guests live on stage, but they are also extremely busy that usually this will not happen. So that we have this concert at Wacken where Sabina Klaas was singing, and I'm sure there will come some concerts where we have other guests on stage, but even Sami, the guitarist who was now playing all the guitars, most of the guitars on the CD, he is always on tour with Creator. So he definitely want to play with us live on stage, but
since now was not possible.
It was not possible. No time.
But we will have some concert with him.
And I would like a little guest for a great friend. Her name is Diana, and in her bar, which closed 7 years ago, she used to play videos of you as Saltarello or Cantus Buranus.
Mm-hmm.
He discovered you because she. So please send greetings for her, because she's a great fan for you.
Yeah. Okay. What was the name?
She will go with her child and with her husband to a concert of you.
What was it, Diana?
What was the name?
Yes, Diana.
Yeah. So
yeah, Diana. We hope to meet you in the future, and greetings from
Berlin.
Corvus Corax.
Hey.
She was a great taverner and a very good friend. She's like a sister. And she discovered me, you. Guys, what group is this? Its name is Corvus Corax. Wow. Show me more.
And
this
Diana, yeah. Diana, you have to know, now we have a singer, and she has the name Diana. She's from Guatemala, and she is singing in some Era Metallum shows. and she was singing also in Selb. You can find in YouTube soon the concert, the whole concert.
Yes.
With Diana Ramirez.
Yes. She puts your music to her child. She has a little girl of 4 years old and a little boy of 2 years old, and she puts your music to them.
Oh, cool.
Good idea.
Good for the future.
Yes.
And let's start with the finishing of the interview. I want to ask you a very, very difficult question. Are you ready?
Yeah.
If a band had to do a version of a song of Corvus Corax, what band and what song would you like it to be?
Again, if someone have a version to our no again, I didn't get
We don't understand so really 100%.
If a band had to do a version of a song of Corvus Corax, what band and what song would you like it to be?
Michael Jackson is dead. Elvis Presley also.
Someone who is playing our song.
It's a shame that Slayer cannot play Beowulf because they are finished. But this is a wish. Slayer will sing and play Beowulf.
That would be cool. Or in fact, we are still waiting. We played, we recorded on one CD a track in a cover version. We usually don't do that for an Amon Amarth, and Twilight of the Thunder God, because we met the guys a long time ago and we had a lot of fun and drank a lot of beer and meat. And and then there was the idea kind of to start a collaboration that we will play some songs of them in the medieval version and that they will play some in the metal version. But, it's like the life is going, that the new management, and then it couldn't happen anymore. But when Amon Amarth will take one song of us.
Maybe Wikinger.
Wikinger.
Yeah, because also they have the audience. Also they what is this? Rudern? Row.
Oh God damn it! I don't know in English.
We only know it in Old Norse is rowers. It's similar in English, but I forgot.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
So Amon Amarth Wikinger. And Slayer
Beowulf.
Beowulf.
It will be great. Amon Amarth doing a version of Corvus Corax, I think, will be great.
Yeah, I think so.
And one last request. Please give some advice to those young bands that may have Corvus Corax as an example.
What they shall do. It is very important to find your own ideas, even when you are following a band in the beginning, because it's kind of a big impression. It's very cool to just play some songs of your favorite bands, but it's very important then to find your own style. Mix it with whatever you think. That's always cool.
And if you don't like to stay longer and you like to go, laugh.
Yeah.
And with this, we finish the interview, but say goodbye as you want to your followers of Brutal Folk Metal.
So we wish you a lot of fun and keep on rocking, guys.
Yeah, and here, Brutal Metal.
Thank you. So to our followers, thanks for being there in the first interview of this year. Thanks Castus and Norri of Corvus Corax for this honor. And I have shown to be able to tell you a date in Spain to near your home. So while you continue with two things, health and Brutal Folk. See you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.